In a coastal African village, nestled between the Azure Ocean and a dense tropical forest, life flowed peacefully. The inhabitants lived in harmony with nature, fishing and farming to meet their needs. But one full moon night, everything changed. An ancient curse descended upon the village, transforming tranquility into terror. Every full moon night, the villagers barricaded themselves in their homes, terrified by piercing screams and moving shadows. The children cried, the adults murmured prayers, and no one slept. The elders spoke of a curse that was several generations old, cast by a vengeful spirit. The curse brought diseases, ruined crops, and sometimes even inexplicable disappearances. In the midst of this chaos, a brave young woman named Zawadi decided to put an end to this curse. Zawadi, whose name means gifted in Swahili, was known for her determination and wisdom despite her young age. She had lost her parents to the curse and could no longer bear to see her village suffer. Zawadi consulted the village elders and discovered that to break the curse, she had to find the origin of the evil. They told her about an ancient witch who lived in the mountains beyond the forest, and who had cast the curse after being betrayed by the villagers' ancestors. Armed with this information, Zawadi prepared for her journey. She took with her some provisions, a protective talisman given by an old healer, and a steely determination. Zawadi ventured into the dense forest. The trees were so tall that they blocked the sunlight, creating a dark and oppressive atmosphere. She encountered various mystical creatures, a giant serpent that tested her by posing riddles, a group of mischievous monkeys that tried to steal her provisions, and an ancient wise tree that gave her valuable advice. These encounters, though perilous, strengthened her resolve. After several days of walking, Zawadi reached the Mountain of Spirits. The climb was arduous and dangerous, with steep paths and unstable rocks. At the summit, she found the witch's cave. The entrance was guarded by protective spirits, but thanks to her talisman and bravery, she managed to enter. Inside, Zawadi met the witch, an old woman with a piercing gaze. The witch, surprised by the young woman's audacity, listened to her story. Zawadi explained the villagers' suffering and asked how to break the curse. The witch, touched by Zawadi's sincerity, revealed that the curse could be lifted if a reconciliation offering was made at the place of her betrayal. The witch led Zawadi to an ancient altar, hidden in a secret valley. There, she discovered carved symbols that told the story of the betrayal. The village's ancestors had stolen a precious amulet from the witch, inciting her wrath. Zawadi understood that to break the curse, she had to find this amulet and return it. Back in the village, Zawadi searched the archives and questioned the elders. Finally, she discovered that the amulet was buried under a great baobab tree in the center of the village. With the help of the villagers, she unearthed the amulet and returned to the altar with a small delegation. At the altar, Zawadi placed the amulet and offered a prayer of reconciliation. The witch appeared and, in a burst of light, accepted the offering. She lifted the curse, promising to watch over the village from then on. Back in the village, joy and hope were reborn. The nights of the full moon became moments of celebration rather than terror. Zawadi was hailed as a heroine, but she remained humble, knowing that her true power lay in her love for her people and her determination to do good. The village elders recorded this story in the chronicles, so future generations would remember Zawadi, the one who had broken the curse of the moon. Thanks to her, peace and prosperity returned to the coastal village, illuminated by the benevolent light of the full moon. Zawadi knew that her adventure would be etched in memories, not only as an act of bravery but also as a reminder that even the darkest challenges can be overcome by love and determination. The villagers' songs resonated under the full moon, celebrating the end of an era of fear and the beginning of an era of renewal. The curse of the moon was nothing more than a memory, dispelled by the brilliant light of truth and courage. Thus, each full moon became a symbol of the inhabitants' inner strength, inspired by Zawadi's heroism. The children grew up listening to her story, dreaming of achieving great deeds for their community as well. And under the silvery glow of the moon, the village prospered, united and serene, bearing in its heart the precious lesson that true magic lies in the courage and unwavering love of a single person determined to make a difference.